Show, but I want to give you a peek at something that's coming up. It's an iPad from Apple, the latest and greatest. I just did a little selfie. I love how great the camera is. It is a fabulous deal too. It is our smart deal. We've got that Touch ID. It's so quick, it's so responsive. I'm such a big fan of Apple products. I have an iPhone, I have a MacBook Pro, my daughter has the Air, we all have these tablets. This is the latest and greatest generation. So if you've owned one and wanted to upgrade, this is the one that's compatible with the Apple Pencil. It also gives you 3 months of Apple TV included, so you get all sorts of bonuses. It comes with a case, it comes with a keyboard, it comes with wired headphones, and it comes with an app pack. It even comes with an entire year of Mac University. So lots of videos for optimizing your knowledge of how to use an Apple iPad. So smart deal, under $500 too. So really, really great deal on that. But we're gonna continue on with this next item. Now, you see I've got a little smartphone in here, and it's on the Minolta Intelligent Face Tracker for smartphones. So I'm gonna be talking to you. I'm gonna be moving around. Maybe I've got something to show you. Maybe I'm doing a video in my kitchen for cooking. Oh wait, I forgot something over here. I hope you follow me. I hope you come with me. And I don't have to hire a camera person. I'm walking around and it's following me. So it's identified my face. This works with an Apple phone. This works with an Android phone. So any phone you have, it will follow you. And I know you may say, well, why do I need that? So many people, it's a whole new world, are doing their own social media content as part of their job. I do a lot of social media content as part of my job. I've got an Instagram page, the official Helen Keeney. I do very personal posts. I do posts about specials coming up at HSN, all sorts of things. And this is something that is, you can do a lot of really fun videos without having another person operate your camera for you. It's a great price too at $49.99. I have 2 color choices. I've got it available in white, and I also have it available in black. Our special guest is Joe Harrison, and Joe Harrison is very tech savvy, I'm not gonna lie, but for me, not being that tech savvy at all, I know how to walk around and just watch. It's like I'm trying to trick it. And it's just following me and staying with me. I think this is amazing technology, Joe.
It's very cool technology, and for a lot of us, we want to have those video calls, or we want to be able to interact with somebody. And here I am. Mine's actually mounted right back there, but this is how tiny it is, and it has these grips where it fits any phone, whether it's sideways, horizontal, or vertical, and it has a little tilt there. But the magic behind it is when you get on a video call, this will start to follow you wherever you go, 360 degrees around the entire room. So for me, Helen, I had this a couple months ago, and it was pretty cool to be able to have, because my mom was up in Ohio. I'm down here cooking in the kitchen, and I was doing a FaceTime with my mom, and she was helping me with one of my grandmother's recipes. And I'm talking and working through the kitchen, and it follows you, and it's incredible because it will go anywhere in a 360-degree circle. And if you just stay still, it'll stay still. And as I'm moving around my entire kitchen island, you see it's right there in the middle. It follows me perfectly. And it can also, takes only 8 seconds to go all the way around. But you don't need to have any apps. You don't need to have a specific phone. If you have a cell phone, it will fit in here, and it gives you the ability to be able to be tracked so you can have those conversations. So for us and our family, we've used it in the kitchen. We've also used it in our living room. My daughter, she loves it. She's now discovering makeup because she's a teenager, but she's making these videos, and the camera follows her as she's moving around her room. She can do this type of videography. So it really is like you're hiring your own camera person, but there's magic that's right inside that little camera right there. It will follow you wherever you're going, about 10 to 15 feet away. So as long as you're within proximity, it's going to follow you around the room. But it also, the great thing about this too, it's rechargeable. So it has its own little stand. So you can put this on a kitchen island. You can put this on a bookshelf. You can put this on the coffee table. You can put this in any room that you want. And now it's going to follow you wherever you happen to be. There are other devices that are out there that do this similar technology, but they're dedicated. You have to use their specific app. You have to use their specific design. You have to pay a monthly fee for it. Here, I'm just walking around the kitchen using my iPhone, and it follows me and it works perfectly. Helen, there's also rechargeable batteries that's built into this. So as you're going around from room to room, you don't have to annoyingly keep it plugged in. It's going to last you for quite a long time. And you're seeing that it's following me. And even if I go a little bit faster, it can even catch up, even if I want to do a little bit quicker too. So whether you're fast, whether you're slow, Helen, it's the perfect tracker for all those great videos.
And by the way, we're live on Facebook, and I have my tablet here. I would love for you guys to post and be interactive with us and tell us what you would use it for. I'll start. Joe, as you know, 99% of my friends are stand-up comedians, and I think, you know, they tape their own shows, and instead of like, you know, having it stationary, it would when you walk from one side of the stage to the other, it would track that. So I think that would be fabulous. I think a lot of people, like my husband, you know, the world has opened up again, but his company has decided, you know what, it's kind of worked out for us, you working from home, but he also does these presentations. And I think if you do presentations, it's nice to stand up and walk around and have some, you know, if you've got like a easel with some, you know, some PowerPoint behind you maybe, but I love the idea of the FaceTime with family. So maybe, you know, one of the grandkids runs, you know, is over there playing, oh, you know what, come over here. I want you to see our grandbaby who's like over here. Or maybe she's asleep. I don't want to wake her. We'll come over there. We'll get a shot of it. And oh, come over here. I want you to see this. I mean, it's a way to have that without, even if you're by yourself or as the mom, I can tell you, as the mom, there's lots of pictures of my family growing up. I'm not in them, a lot of them, because I'm the one usually behind the camera. This is a way for the mom to be included in some of the videos that you're doing, right? Because can't you record while you're doing this?
You can record, you can have video calls if you want to, or you can hit that record button and it's going to record the video for you. So it makes it really incredible. And even if somebody else happens to come into the screen, like it's focused on me right now, it knows who I am. So even if my wife came in or my kids came in, it's still going to focus on me because it's dialed in on me. But the thing is, when you turn it on, it sees who's the front and center. That was me. And then it's going to follow me around the room wherever I want to go. But Helen, I love the idea, even on Christmas Day. Can you imagine setting this up and having it follow your grandchild as they're opening up Christmas gifts, running back and forth around the tree? You don't have to follow them around. The camera will follow them. It's pretty incredible. And here I've got mine sitting on a tripod, but it already has its own little tripod mount that comes with it. So all you need to do, charge the batteries, plug it in, put your phone in, and Helen, you've got your phone vertical. I have mine horizontal.
Right.
It's got a nice little swivel base, so it fits perfectly. And whether you have a small phone or a big fat phone, it fits all the different phones that are available. But for me, I love the memories of my parents live up in Ohio. We're down here. When we cook in our kitchen, when my mom is teaching me how to do some of my grandmother's recipes, and my hands are just full of stuff, I'm able to talk to her, able to interact. She's talking to me as well, and it follows me, so she always sees exactly what I'm doing. There are really a million different ways to do this, but I love what you said at the beginning. This really is like hiring a cameraman to follow you around. Yeah. Because once you turn it on, you're now hands-free, and it's going wherever you're going.
Yeah, and by the way, on Facebook, I'm already getting answers. Gregory Patterson, who's a celebrity hairstylist, who's a guest here at HSN, says, I'm getting this for my kitchen hair tutorials, game changer. Gregory, you know I'll be watching you on Instagram, watching your hair tutorials, because I love them. He has these doll heads, and he does these really fun hair tutorials. But so many of you are gonna find your own fun in using this. So Joe's staying with me, but the item number to get this is 760191 from Minolta. So, you know, again, a name that you know and trust. By the way, I do stay on the phone and order this, but I do want to mention something about the iPad that we have coming up. In about 15 minutes, we're going to be doing a full presentation of our Smart Deal, our Apple iPad. However, I remember I mentioned it was compatible with the Apple Smart Pencil. I just found out we only have like 15 of those left on hsn.com. So if you want to get the Apple Pencil, and I believe we have free shipping and handling on it, Brian, do we? Oh, there is? Okay, because on the Smart Deal, there's free shipping. Okay. Okay, but there's only 17 left. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that there's only 17 left of those, and it's on hsn.com, $139.95. So I'll let you know when those sell out, but the Apple iPad is smartphone, Apple Pencil compatible, and we only have 15 left. Okay, so Joe's staying with us. Our next item coming up is our birthday surprise. All right, so here is our birthday surprise. You ready? Boom. It is from Minolta, which, by the way, Joe and I have done a couple of items from Minolta, and they both sold out. This is a dash cam, but not just any dash cam. You're getting 2 dash cam. You're getting an extra auxiliary camera for the back of the car. The feature price is only $79.99. We have 2 color choices. Oh, I think we have 3 color choices, black, red, or blue. Here's the red, here's the blue, and I also have black. And this is the auxiliary camera, and I'm gonna show you. So this can go at the back, and you can see when I hold it up, I'll put myself in the camera, I think you're gonna be able to see it. This camera, there you go. So this is the auxiliary camera that's going in the back, and it's got a very tiny, small footprint. We'll show it to you. It's like a little, almost like a dice where you're throwing dice. You know, when you go gambling in Las Vegas, something I haven't done for a while. That's what the size of it is. So you see how beautiful and clear this picture is. So usually with dash cams, so we've had many dash cams here at HSN over the years. Never have we had an auxiliary one, an extra one, where you're seeing what's going on behind, because usually there's, you know, different angles to something that goes on. And Joe, I don't know if I talked to you about this, but when I was off last week, my daughter and I got in the car and I drove from Florida to upstate New York where my parents live.
Wow.
Through North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Georgia. I know I'm not getting the states in the right order, but boom. And then when we got there, I was like, I did it. And I had to come back down. I saw a lot of trouble on that 95.
I bet.
And I felt so bad, hoping whoever, you know, your insurance is ruined. My daughter got in like a little car accident. Everybody was okay in high school. This is a true story. Her car insurance, no cameras. I didn't have any cameras. Nobody knew it. Everybody's word against everybody else. Her car insurance went up to $10,000 a year. I said, you're not driving this year. I couldn't afford it. I was like, guess what? You're sitting out this year. Because that's what happens. It really is about accountability, and you own that footage, and the police and the insurance company accept that footage too, right, Joe?
You're exactly right. You're driving on a public road, and the thing about having a dash cam is it's going to tell your side of that story. And Helen, you know, Becky got into an accident. I've been into an accident. A lot of us have. There's an accident every 3 seconds in the United States. So there's that conversation where 2 people run into each other, and they say, well, you were at fault. No, you were at fault. No, I wasn't at fault. You did this. You did that. How are you going to tell exactly what happened? That's why you leave it up to a dash cam. And Minolta is our top selling brand of dash cams here at HSN. Amazing optics. When you see how big that lens is, keep in mind, Minolta started out as a camera company, and then they brought that camera technology to the dash cam. So this is that 1080p resolution that is super clear, super crisp. You can see also such a wide field of vision as well. So it's going to pick up everything that happens in front of you. But like you mentioned, Helen, for the first time ever, there's a second cable that you plug in. And what that second cable now goes to is this little guy. You're getting a camera for the back windshield. You're getting a camera for that back window. Because yes, accidents happen in front of us. About 67% of accidents happen in front of the car. But guess where the other accidents happen? They happen in the back of the car. Somebody sideswiped you. Somebody hit you from behind. This is going to now record simultaneously in the front and now in the back. So you really have 360-degree coverage of exactly what's going on while you're driving down the road. And Minolta makes it so simple that all you have to do is you turn the car on, and it automatically starts recording for you. If you get into an accident, there is a G sensor that's in here that detects if you slammed on your brakes, whether somebody hit you in the front or the back, and those video clips get locked into place so they don't automatically get recorded over. But then if you turn the car off, it stops recording. And the idea around this is every second while you're on the road, you're now getting the footage that you need to be able to show the police officer, hey, it's not my fault. Show their insurance company, nope, this guy hit me, it wasn't my fault. Or if you ever think about when you go to every major intersection in the United States, you see a billboard that says from an attorney, did you just get into an accident? Call me. Because they know if there's video footage, the case is over. But they know because a lot of us don't have dash cams yet, you can still charge your insurance company, raises your insurance premiums. They start going through the roof. And by the way, if you do end up getting one of these today, I highly recommend call your insurance company. My insurance company 3 years ago, because I have a dash cam in every single car, they actually gave me a discount, which pays for the price of the dash cam. For me, I'm saving about $400 a year on my car insurance because I have a dash cam that records. But Helen, you can see on the screen right there, you can see the main footage on the screen. It's a huge high definition screen, but in the upper right-hand corner, that's that rear camera that you're seeing. So you get a camera now for the front and the back. You can turn it to where it's just the front camera. You can turn it to where it's just the back camera. There's just a little adjustment right there on the side that flips from one camera to the next. But the idea is you're recording now 360 degrees around your car because you have a camera going front. Now, Helen, for the first time, you also have a camera that's recording what's going on behind you as well.
Yeah, and by the way, these are very easy to install. Joe, let's talk about that. Like if somebody's not that tech savvy, but they're like, gosh, this is a really good idea. How do you install these?
Sure. So you see there's a suction cup mount right there. You just put it right below the rearview mirror. I like to have mine tucked a little bit higher behind the rearview mirror. My wife likes to have hers over on the side. Suction cup mount, that's it. Now we give you extra long cable that then plugs it right into the power adapter. So now it can determine when you turn the car on and it automatically start recording for you. Now for the rear camera, we give you an extra long camera in the back. And this, someone already sent me a message on Facebook saying, do you have enough cable to be able to support an SUV? Whether you have a car, whether you have an SUV, a mid-size, full-size, there is tons of cable on here to be able to mount this right on that back window. So now if anything happens in the back, that is it. You are done. Now, once you do the install, you just drive about your business on a daily basis, whether you're driving at night, whether you're driving during the daytime. You can see here we are on a crowded street. I've shown footage that we are at pitch black in the night, and it records because everything with Minolta is automatic. And I love this part, whether it's automatic recording, but also automatically detecting the type of light. So if you're driving at night, it automatically switches to a low light setting. If you're driving during the daytime, it automatically adjusts that iris to make sure everything's not washed out and nice and bright. It finds that perfect type of lens for you. Because keep in mind, this again is from Minolta. These guys have been around for over 90 years. They started out being a camera company, and now they're bringing that technology to the dash cam. And Helen, it really is so important because as you start driving and getting out and about, I feel like sometimes people have forgotten how to drive in the last year. I see more people texting and swerving and coming into my lane. And if somebody just swerves over just for a second and taps your car, how do you prove you were in your lane? How do you prove the other guy was in his lane? You can't prove it unless you have a dash cam. Just like we were driving down the highway here, I'm going to show this one little clip real quick. As he's driving down the highway, this guy just comes flying past me. He scared the heck out of me. I'm going 60 miles an hour. This guy's going 80, cutting in and out of my lane. But if he would have nicked me, how can I prove that? How can I show, police officer, this is exactly what happened? That's why you have a dash cam, to really tell your side of the story.
Yeah, your side of the story with evidence that the police will accept, as well as the insurance companies. $16 to get home. And by the way, how many cars do you have? That's how many dash cams you should have. Especially if you're like me, you talking about my story of the teen driver. When you've got that new driver, when they get in an accident, little fender bender, whatever, boy, do those insurance rates go way up. And by the way, you own that footage. You take a look at it. You decide if you want to, share that or not share it. It's you own that, but it's good for you to know. And another thing is, if you've got a new driver, maybe you're going to take a look at that footage and see how that new driver is doing. I don't know how close your daughter is to that, Joe.
Oh, she's getting close.
She's getting close. She's a few years away.
Well, the thing is, yeah, she's going to hate because I'm her dad and I love this technology, but you're absolutely right. If she starts driving, I'm going to see who's in the car with her, how's she driving, her hands on the wheel. Because, yes, you can face it forward, but you can also turn it around, see exactly what's going on. It also records audio, too, so I can hear the conversations. And, Helen, there's also a battery in here. There's an extra safety feature because if you do get into an accident, Modern cars are designed to cut the power to the entire vehicle. This has a battery, so it's going to keep recording even after the accident to really capture those crucial memories. But at the entire time, it records to a memory card that we include today. And Helen, all you do is you turn your car on, it records to the memory card, you turn your car off, it stops recording, and it will keep recording until you get into the accident. And that's when you can review it right there on that big screen.
Joe, I think you're right. I think people have forgotten how to drive. I think it has gotten worse for sure. Thank you so much. Another great set of products from Minolta that Joe brings to us. So Joe, thank you.
Thanks, Alan. Good to see you.
You too. Okay, so we're going to continue on. We're going to go right to our next product, which is the Apple iPad Smart Deal. What is a Smart Deal? Well, it's like a today's special, except instead of going from midnight to midnight, it goes over a couple of days or while supplies last. But what we do is we give you an unprecedented offer. In the case of the iPad, you are getting all the bells and whistles. You're getting a keyboard case, wired headphones. You're getting a neoprene case. You are also getting, there's some of the features that you're looking at on the screen, 10-hour battery life, built in with your fingerprint so you don't have to put in a password to open it up. All sorts of great, it is compatible with the Apple Pencil. I think we have like 10 of Apple Pencils available now. But you get this card with it. Don't throw this away. On the back are download codes for some great software. And one of the software is a 1-year membership to Mac University, which is also, you know, maybe you even have Mac and have Apple products. This really takes it kind of to the next level of, you know, videos and tutorials. It's around a $90 value. So I just wanted to let you know that that is included. Now I want to check with my producer, Brian, these are the 2 colors we have, or do we have that 3rd color? Because we do have the gold. Okay, I don't see it out here, but I'm gonna get it for you. Here's the silver. And the silver has a border to it. This is the space gray, which has that infinity border. I know some people love that, some people don't. And then I do have the gold. So that's the first thing you choose. You choose what color actually you want in the iPad. Then you're gonna go and choose your case. So you're getting the wired headphones. You're gonna get this, let me open it up. This is a keyboard. So, and it's magnetic here. This is a magnetic. I wanted to show you that this is magnetic the way it goes here. This is all packaged, but you're getting the keyboard, and then you're also getting a neoprene case. So it's a zippered case. So when you order the white, this is what you're getting, the floral neoprene case. You're getting the wired headphones, and that's included. This is called Pink Marble. Wired headphones, Pink Marble, white neoprene case. This is gold. So gold keyboard case, wired headphones, neoprene case. Leopard, black wired headphones, and neoprene case. So you choose what color you want, gold, silver, or space gray, and then you choose the bundle of extra goodies. So why buy here at HSN as opposed to the Apple Store? Listen, the Apple Store is fantastic, and if you buy it here at HSN, you could just march this right to the Apple Store, to the Genius Bar if you have any questions. But at the Apple Store, if you purchase it, you have 14-day return policy. Here at HSN, we do a 30-day return policy. All right, that's awesome. Here's the other thing. Any major credit card, we give you 5 months to pay it off. It's only $100 a month for 5 months. But you may say, you know what, $100 a month is a lot. That's a big chunk of my budget. I'd love to have it, but I wish I could stretch it out for a year. Yes, you can. No interest, no fees. Just use your HSN card, your Q card, or your Zulily card. We now take Q cards or Zulily cards here at HSN. Very exciting. You get an entire year to pay it off. If you do even payments, it's under $42 a month. You can pay it off early. You could do like a little extra payment, however you want. But let's introduce our special guest, Bill Duggan. We're gonna have lots of fun because this really is about entertainment, taking pictures, Zoom calls, FaceTime, and all done through Wi-Fi with no fees. There's no fee to use this. No, cellular, you don't have to hook it up or do anything. All of it is free. All the texting, all the FaceTime, everything.
The movie watching, and that's just it. It's an enjoyable product, an enjoyable investment. I know, Helen, you're an Apple user and you love it. You go back to it time and time again. Your daughter does. That's why we say 18-month-olds to 88-year-olds, they get their hands on these, and they're set up for success because it's that easy. Here's what the gold color looks like. So if you want to get the gold, realize the gold and the silver have that white bezel. And I'm going to point something out real quick. Not even all iPads are created alike. This 8th generation that you're getting today is pretty much the most affordable iPad out there. Get the latest technology. Because Apple even has a Pro and an Air series, and they go up in price. Another thing they don't have is they don't have that white bezel. So if you like the white bezel, this is the one that you want to get, the 8th generation. Because even if you get this at Apple, you know what they say? Oh, you saved some money. You got the 8th generation. Great. So you want to get a case and a keyboard and headphones. We've included all of that. One thing you have to realize, though, with this 8th generation tablet, you're not sacrificing performance. You're finding some features that are in the more expensive tablets in this one because they realize, wait a second, it can actually accommodate this. So you're actually walking away with tons of computing power in this 8th generation. And that's the biggest evolution in terms of what you're getting. Because yes, you're finally getting over a 10-inch size screen, which is great because we're binge watching, but we're using this more and more for work. But as you come over here and you're watching something, like I like to see what you're over here, Helen. And more importantly, do you see how quick and fast this is pulling up this content? This screen has 1 million more pixels than a high definition television. So it's going to look great binge watching and shopping and doing your work. But here's where you go that one step further. I need to get some more work done. Or, you know, Helen's like, get online. I want you to be on social media or shop with us. I take my web browser and I just drag it over to the corner. This is how easy Apple makes it. And that's what's important. If it's not easy, guess what? We're not going to use it. It's not worth the investment. But that's how simple this is. But check out the power. I'm watching a movie. I'm actually shopping at the same time. I'm taking an online class. I'm taking notes at the same time. Or I'm watching TV and I'm checking my work emails, multitasking. This is how simple it is to set it up for how I want it. There's no Control, Shift, Alt, Delete. It's really drag and drop. And that's what you do. But more importantly, that's the new chip. Are we always going to be doing that split screen? Not necessarily. More often than not, we're just going to sit down and enjoy over a 10-inch size screen with better clarity. But when we do need more power, because I'll tell you, Helen, the tablet I used to have and before the pandemic, it was used for social media and shopping and, you know, playing video games. Now this became the classroom and the office and my go-to because maybe everyone else was on the computer. Maybe everyone else was on the TV and I needed to get some stuff done. And you're going to get more stuff done because you have the power and convenience. And that case we're including, it sets up and performs like a laptop, which is great because a lot of people have, you know, maybe I'm going to get away from a laptop computing and this is what I want. And they're saying more and more of our computing will look like this. So you want to be able to have more workspace and more room. So it's a 10-inch size screen. I'm going to get some word processing done. And Helen, do you remember back in the day when we would spend our summers in typing class and do all the typing? I wish we had this. I don't have to type at all. I could just speak to the tablet, does everything for me. More importantly, I can use big words I don't know how to spell, and it will spell it correctly. Alleluia, exclamation point. But look at this. My digital keyboard's sharing the screen. It's getting jammed, right? We've included a tactile keyboard. I turn this one on, the digital one disappears. I have more workspace. That is really what we want. We want more workspace. I also like the fact that, you know, Helen, maybe I'm just watching a show. Maybe I don't need the keyboard. It sits in there magnetically, totally can remove it, leave it at home, travel with it if I want. That's what's really cool about what you're getting in this configuration from HSN. And those are the goodies on the outside. One thing you have to realize though, a full year of VMAC-U, we don't always include that. And VMAC-U is online video support and questions for an entire year. And we all have questions. You know, you get a new phone or a new printer, how can I connect it? Full year, plus there's Pandora Premium, there's accounting software, way to learn a language, a lot of great extras. The biggest extra that everyone gets is that extra time to make sure this works for you. Because at Apple, you pick this up at Apple, it's 14 days. We've doubled it to 30 days. If you're an Apple user, you get it. You want to upgrade. But if you're new to Apple, you might want a little more time to make sure this is the right tablet for you.
Yeah, and I want to jump in because Bill and I did a presentation of this. It was just a couple days ago, Bill. We did an entire hour. And
it was a blast.
Right. And during, it was just at 1 hour, and it was this product, and that's it. And during that hour, we actually sold out of the gold. It's kind of like a rose gold color. And we did get some more, we went back to Apple and said, we have this smart deal. This sold out way faster than we thought. We have a few hundred left. We got them back in. So if you wanted the gold before and we were out of it, we did get some in. And I know everything's so hard to get in stock and everything. We do have these in stock, ready to ship. Also, the Apple, this is Apple Pencil compatible. I do have an Apple Pencil on hsn.com, Brian. How many do we have left? I think we have 6 left. Okay, so there's 6 of them. Okay, so there's 6 of them left. So I just wanted to mention that. So if you could jump on hsn.com, first generation, there it is, 702688. I also have a couple other color cases I want to show you. So the first thing you do is you order the color you want of your tablet itself. I showed you the color cases. I also do have the blue marble, wired headphones, neoprene case, solid black. I have solid black, wired headphones, and neoprene case. I have all these colors, but the black, the blue marble, I told you about the leopard, the gold, the pink marble, and the white, but I wanted to add to that the blue marble and the black. All right, Bill, I know this is gonna be really fast, and by the way, Bill is sending me he's sending me like little love notes because
I love you. I miss you.
I love you too. With your handwriting. What is going on with your handwriting?
Right?
But this is so fun. And I don't know if we're going to do a FaceTime call. Can I do a FaceTime call with you? Do we have time to do that?
Well, normally with you, you call me. That's just what I love about you. All the other hosts, I have to call them, but you're so proactive. You're like, wait, I'm not going to wait for him to stop. I'm just going to call him. And that's where it is easy because we all have a different learning level. So we can all use this. We can all stay connected. And that's what really gets exciting about it because we don't want to spend a lot of money on something and it just sits on a shelf. And that's where you really are going to, oh, someone's calling me. Hold on. Let's see. I wonder who it could be. Everyone say hi to Helen. Here she comes. There she is. I love it. Let me turn down the volume on my end. But more importantly,
I like seeing your face. Oh, look at your setup there. Oh. I get to see the inside professional setup of Bill Duggan.
You can see inside everything. You can see there's
your kitchen. Oh, it looks very nice today. All right, go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, continue working.
No, but more importantly, look how clear Helen looks. And this is via Skype or Zoom or team meetings, whatever you're using. It's because you have the right device and tablet. And that's why getting them at HSN is important. Then, the office still is in PC world. Is this going to work? Yes. If you don't believe me, you have more time to try it out because that's what happens. You come down and you check out your emails, whether it's school emails, work emails, is it going to work? And I come over here, someone sends me an Excel document. First of all, this processor is pulling down that information and downloading a lot faster. The clarity of the screen is giving me even sharper texts, which is important. I like to say the Retina display is like e-readers built in because it's just so nice and vivid, whether it's, a boring spreadsheet or exciting TV shows, which I'm not even going to mention the TV shows, Helen, because last time we got a little distracted on that. But you're right. The last time we had this, we spent a full hour on it, and we were excited about it. This is one little peek at what we have left at the end of birthday month. So if you've been thinking about getting one for the school year, so you don't have to share the one that you have in the family, realize we have these in stock. That's another thing. You finally go to a checkout on someone's .com page and like, oh, we don't have the quantity just yet. We'll get it to you. Realize this generation, the latest 8th generation, is more capable than ever because of that A12 chip. It is 40% faster, not than the first generation, but than the prior generation, just one generation ago. So you're walking with more speed, more capability, more power, yet those conveniences that we need. That great high definition camera that you just saw Helen call me on still weighs 1 pound, 32 gigabytes of memory. You can have extra storage out there in a variety of ways if you want that too. Finger touch ID, and the Apple App Store. 1 million apps specifically designed to the Apple user. And you know who the Apple user is? The Apple user is you, it is me, it is stand-up comedians, it is web developers and techies. But the cool part about it is when we jump over here to the App Store, there's going to be something here for everybody. It's going to be easy for us all to use. More secure purchases too, because I have to use my finger touch ID to confirm that, which is great. But every time I download something, whether it's professional, whether it's security related, whether it's work or fun, normally we would get all those little extra things running in the background that slow it down year 2 and 3, where eventually it was like, okay, this is a dinosaur, I need to upgrade. Here's the 2nd generation iPad. It's 10 years old, still works, still lights up, but you know what? I wanted more memory, I wanted a better screen, so I've upgraded. This still works, but I've gotten 10 years of use out of it. So maybe that one's going to be dedicated to the kids. They can have that one, and then this is my screen to watch my Apple TV and my Netflix. By the way, everyone does get a 3 months of trial subscription to Apple TV. So if you've been wanting to watch that show, I'm not even gonna say the name. Should I say the name? Helen. Ted Lasso. You can watch Ted Lasso.
Don't get me
Season
started
2
on
just
Ted Lasso.
started.
I love that show.
Have you started it yet? I have not started.
I watched the first episode of the second season, which just dropped. So they're dropping it one episode. But the other show, the morning show that's on Apple TV with Jennifer Aniston, is amazing, and Steve Carell. I think it was nominated for a bunch of awards and things like that, but it was fabulous. Let me do an update. The Apple Pencil is sold out. We've sold that out. And I think, or do we have one left, Brian? Nope, it's gone. Okay. The gold is by far the most popular. We actually had sold this out and we got a couple more for this presentation. If you want the gold, you need to be calling in. Remember, you have 30 days, play with it, have fun with it. If you don't love it, we will take it back. You can take 5 months to pay it off. You can take an entire year to pay it off. You just have to buy it with your HSN card or your Q card, or your Zulily card. Any of those 3 cards, we're all under one umbrella now, so you get an entire year to pay it off. Even payments, it's $41.67 a month. If you pay it off before the year is out, there's no interest. Make sure you pay it off before the year is out. But it'll give you a lot of flexibility and you'll start enjoying it now. So the gold, very popular, and I'm guessing that the pink marble is also the most popular. It is. See, it's almost like I work here. All right, so the pink marble, it's like whatever would be my favorite, I know is your favorite. So there's only about 100 left in the pink marble. So we're gonna do last call on that. So you pick your case, you get wired headphones. This is a keyboard case that you have inside here. You get a neoprene case, but this is a magnetic keyboard case. So let me open that up and show it to you. And then you put your iPad here, and then you can use this kind of like you would a laptop. But it's, I mean, this is like your entire office. You wanna have a home office? This is it. It's everything you need. Even the wired headphones so that you can, focus and do your work if you've got like some, the family buzzing around you. Final 5 minutes on this. What are the features that the Apple tablet has that other tablets don't have? Why is it so much, why is it the number one? Why is it the most popular, Bill?
Well, actually, it's a great point. And the thing is, we sell a lot of different tablets at HSN, different price points. We sell more Apple because we make it affordable. Everyone knows the quality. Realize the hardware is what you're gonna get and what you're gonna have for years. So you're for years gonna have that latest A12 chip over a 10-inch size screen with that Retina display, great high definition front and rear facing camera. You can even almost capture 4K video with that video camera in the back. And it's lightweight and portable. And that's really what also sets it apart. Sure, a lot of us have desktop computers and laptops, but they've gotten cumbersome, and this is so much more convenient. Or they've gotten slower over the years, and we wanted to upgrade. I know my mom's retired, and she was working on the desktop for years, and she's like, okay, it's kind of run its course. Now do I go get another desktop? I'm like, Mom, why? One, you're not using it nearly as much, and this is pretty much all you need. You have the power, you have the performance, and that's what's also great about these. Our needs change. I talked about how I used it differently before the pandemic to now. I love sharing a story. Tamara Hooks, a show host at HSN, one of the first gifts she got from her boyfriend was an iPad. And then now they've gotten married, they've had a kid, and blah, blah, blah. They still have the iPad. They haven't outgrown it. It's grown as their lives have evolved. And that's really where it is an investment in quality. I get there are no-name, more affordable tablets out there. But when you know it, you know how to navigate on it. When you can get more stuff done, it's enjoyable. Because all of a sudden, I check my emails, and how often does this happen? Okay, someone sends me this permission slip or this tax document. I need to print it, sign it, scan it. Hopefully all those things work out, right? Hopefully I can remember how to work my scanner. When's the last time I jumped on the scanner? I double tap this, I come over here, you follow the pen icon, because that's how simple this is. I want a red pen. I'm just gonna quickly sign my name, Bill, blah, blah, blah. This is really crude. But more importantly, I just signed it, and now I drop it in an email, and I send it back to the CPA or the classroom, whatever I'm doing. That's how easy our tasks can be. If we have the power, if we have the ease of use, just like that FaceTime call we just did. How many times we were like, Mom, Dad, let's FaceTime. I haven't seen you in a few weeks or months when we couldn't get together. But they're like, oh, it's too complicated. I don't get it. It's because they didn't have an easy experience or the right device. You can set this up where it's just voice activated. Hey, Siri, and it'll pop up in the corner, and I can say open Netflix or open FaceTime or FaceTime Helen. That's the convenience of what Apple gives us in the operating system, and that's why they've been popular from day one. But technology has evolved since then, because that first iPad was 10 years old, and someone actually said the iPad in and of itself was like the invention of the microwave. And where would we be today without the microwave, right? And then Alice Carone actually corrected that. She's like, the microwave does one thing, just cooks. The iPad does so much more. It's the barbershop, it's the classroom, it's the way we get connected for reunions. It's how we shop and get dinner in and out of the house. It's plan a vacation. Because I think all of us have done that. We've jumped on our phone to look up information or try to check out something. It's a little cramped. Sure, it might get the job done. But when you can enjoy the experience on a larger screen, see the visuals because it's clear and all that, that's where you appreciate the investment. And remember, it's not just going to sit on a shelf and get ignored. You take it out at tax season or, summertime vacation. You use it all the time. And that's really where it's exciting. This configuration is bigger than before. We give you the over-the-ear headphones, a case, the keyboard, and a full year of the Mac U, which we always don't get to include. But in this bundle, it's there. Because, we get questions. How do I connect? How did Bill fling that photo? Or actually, here's a fun one. Because a lot of us can relate to text messaging, right? Actually, I'll show you down here. We can relate to text messaging. We do the emojis and all that. Only on the iPad can you come down here and you go down to your text. And it allows you to actually scribe out a message. So I can come right down here and I can write in my upside down backwards cursive, love you, boom, just like that.
Bill, we got to wrap up. I love the video. It was basically my hair color through the years. My producer, who's new here, goes, "You were a redhead?" I go, "Yeah," for like 6 years.
She rocked it.
I changed it. I've also, none of those colors are my natural color, FYI. So thank you, Bill. Such a great job. But I know this was I apologize, a very brief, short baby mini presentation, but so many of you are saying yes. All right, I want to give an update. The gold with the blue marble, I think there's like 2 dozen left because you guys are loving the blue marble as well as the pink marble, and the gold is by far the most popular, and we just got a few back in stock. So if you order it right now, you'll be able to get it. 30 days, enjoy it. If you don't love it, send it back. Use your HSN card so you have an entire year to pay it off. $41.67. We've got one more item in this show we're going to continue on with. It's from Zwilling. It is a 7-piece self-sharpening knife set. And I know that this is a variety show. I know we're going from fashion to computer to this, but this is something that everybody should have because a sharp knife is a safe knife. And when we talk about brands of knife, we have a lot of famous chefs that are here at HSN, like, Curtis Stone, and by the way, we're getting a very, very, very famous chef is coming back to HSN. I'm not allowed to tell who yet, but stay tuned for that. They'll all tell you the same thing. You watch those cooking shows, they carry around their own knives. And they have them in like a little leather, and they unwrap them, and they're like, here are my knives. It's like so important because this is everything you need in the kitchen. We've got it all laid out, but self-sharpening, so that when you pull them in and out of the block, you actually, I don't know if you can hear it, see, it's actually sharpening. I can sort of give you like a little here. It's actually sharpening them when you take them in and out of the block. We have a feature price. You're saving $30 today. These are genuine Henkels, the real thing. Zwilling J.A. Henkel, the 7-piece knife block set. You're getting the block, the knives, and even the scissors. Item number 748972. John Florell, one of our product expert here at HSN, is standing by to tell you all this. And John does a lot of the cooking and on TV. He's like chopping with looking around. If you didn't have a sharp knife, John, I would be seriously worried about your safety.
Every kitchen needs. Listen, we all have a drawer full of dull knives in the kitchen, and I'm no exception. I've got a bunch of knives. Some of my favorite knives. This knife set, Helen, has become my favorite, and the reason is the quality of J.A. Henkel's. Ask any chef in the world. We are the gold standard in kitchen cutlery. When you see that brand that label, J.A. Henkel's, you know you get quality. We're one of the oldest brands in the world. We still have the same factory we started back in 1731 in Germany. But this set, just to show you the variety and the value here that you're getting your 8-inch chef's knife, you're getting a 7-inch Santoku knife. You're getting your 6-inch utility knife. You're getting a 5-inch serrated utility knife. And you're getting your paring knife plus a set of shears, which I'll show you in a second. But every one of these, when you put them back into their slot, and you'll notice everyone is labeled. So your utility knife goes into the utility slot. Your chef's knife goes into the slot that's labeled chef's knife. And here's why we did this, Helen. Every one of these sharpeners are calibrated for that knife. Your chef's knife, okay, is supposed to be sharpened at a 15-degree angle for ultimate sharpness. That is set to 15 degrees. Your Santoku knife, which has a little bit thinner of a blade, you won't even notice it if you put them side by side, but it does have a thinner blade. It's sharpened to an 11-degree angle for its precise factory sharpness. You're going to have your knives. In fact, maybe some of you have done one of these. You know, you use that old sharpening stick where you take that knife and try and run it down the stick like this. Nobody can get a knife sharp that way. You never have to worry about sharpening your knives again, because next time during the holidays, when you have that beautiful ham, a roast beef, a turkey, a chicken, it doesn't matter what it is that you want to carve. Look at the precision that you get with this. It's not tearing, it's not ripping, it's not shredding. You get perfect, beautiful slices each and every time. And again, it's that quality that you're getting with the J.A. Henkel's name with Zwilling. I'll tell you what, in this set, you'll use that chef's knife for just about everything. Okay, I mean, you can use it for if you want to use it for your vegetables, for your fruits. And the best part about this, if you can't slice an orange this easily with the knives that you have in your kitchen drawer right now, maybe it's time to change them up a little bit. Maybe it's the time to give you that upgrade. The best part about this, see, knives are all sharp when they're new, Helen, and this one's no exception. Watch this tomato. All I have to do is touch it, and it cuts it. It's razor sharp. The problem with a knife is every time you cut with it, it hits your countertop, your cutting board, a plate, or a dish, and that's what ruins the edge on your knives. That's why your knives go dull over time. That's where J.A. Henkel's with the Zwilling Company has come up with this beautiful knife block. It's an Ashwood wood block, this beautifully stained. The sharpeners are built in, so when you put that knife away and take it back out, that knife is going to be 95% of its original factory sharpness, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It doesn't matter when you're going to pick up that knife. It's going to chop, slice, and dice just like the very first day you got it home.
Yeah, and by the way, we also do have a 4-piece steak knife set available as well, available in 3 color choices, black, red, and white. I do want to mention this once during the presentation. They come in these beautiful gift boxes, so if you're giving them as a gift, they're fabulous. But it's again, really beautiful to have this, and they also have the Henkel emblem on it. These are genuine, these are real, and so we also have these available. I just wanted to mention that once. But I think, you know, this is the kind of thing, John, where it's like the wedding gift, the gift for the new apartment. But we don't think about ourselves. Take a look at the knives that you're using. You know, you might have been giving this as things like this as a gift. When's the last time you got yourself a new set of kitchen knives? Was it 20 years ago? Was it 30 years ago? That's what you're cutting with right now. I want you to think about treating yourself for under $20 on FlexPay. These retail for $180, and I don't even know if you can get this whole set anywhere else, but what we're doing here is $80 off of retail, John.
That's amazing. Listen, Helen, I hold this bell pepper up in the air like this to show you how razor sharp these knives are. And I'm using the Santoku knife right now. This knife is great for chopping your veggies on a countertop or cutting board, or even chopping through things like here. I can take an avocado, cut right through the pit and everything.
Wow.
Here, if you missed that, I'll do it again.
But again,
it doesn't matter with your new Zwilling Henkel, J.A. Henkel's set of knives today. It doesn't matter how many avocado pits you hit, how many cutting boards that you go across, how many chicken bones, ham bones, or lamb bones nick the blade. because every single time that you take this knife out or put it back into the block, it's going to stay razor sharp because it's got those built-in knife sharpeners. So that same knife that you use today will be just as sharp tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It doesn't matter when you pick up this knife, it's going to cut like the very first time you used it.
Gosh, I feel like I'm watching an episode of Forged in Fire there, John.
Yeah. I love that show.
Yeah, my husband loves it too. But they're always like, you know, hacking things up with it. But what I love about this is no matter how hard you are on your knives, they're always gonna come back because you've got it self-sharpening. And it's not like you're guessing how to sharpen it with, you know, that stick that John showed you. You know, I've seen those. I don't know exactly how to use them. I know professional chefs know how to use those, but I love the idea that this is a really safe and easy way to sharpen it. And it's not taking up any more room. It's not like, where do I put my knife sharpener? What drawer do I put it in? No, everything is here, all sharpened, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. You would see this in the most premier kitchens in the United States. You would see it at the best of the best. Not just professional, you know, Michelin star restaurants. You would see it in, you know, chefs and the most luxurious kitchens. There really isn't any brand that's like, oh, you have a Henkel? Well, I have a blah, blah, blah. You know, this is it. This is the high-end brand, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much.
You can't top it.
Right.
You really can't top it. And I got to show you this too. All of our knives are one continuous piece of stainless steel from the tip of the knife all the way through the handle, even the butt piece here, which balances out your knife beautifully in your hand. If you have dexterity issues, this is one of the easiest knives you'll ever use. It has that world famous triple riveted design. And I'll tell you, this utility knife, you're going to love it for filleting fish, or look, you can butterfly pork chops or chicken breasts. So quick and easy. All you do is press and move the knife, and it cuts every single time like a razor blade. You can stuff that with crab meat. You can stuff it with your veggies if you like, a cream cheese vegetable. I'll tell you what, every time you pick up this knife, you're going to absolutely love it. This little, it's a prep knife, I call it, but it's also called on the block. It's your utility knife. It's that perfect six-inch blade, and look at the sharpness. Look how easy it is to use. It's like holding a feather in your hand. But I mean, if you've ever tried to cut with a feather, that's what it's like when you're using our knives. Again, every professional chef in the world will tell you, when it comes to the best of the best, Zwilling Henkel's is the gold standard in kitchen cutlery. Now, I got to show you this, Helen, because I love kitchen shears. And if you've never had a set of kitchen shears in your kitchen, you won't know what you did before you had them. I mean, you will use these literally for just about everything. Here, you can, maybe your husband brings you home a dozen roses and you want to trim the stems. Maybe it's that the herbs that you want to chop up or slice. Instead of using a knife and smashing it, you get perfect cuts with this scissors. Or here's what I love about this. You can do delicate things like this, or I like it because when I barbecue, okay, here's a quick, easy way to put a chicken on your barbecue. Now, most chickens, breast side up, right? If you do a beer can chicken, you stick it that way. I love spatchcock chicken on the barbecue, and I'm going to show you this real quick. It's the easiest way to do this. It comes out great. You take your shears. It cuts right through the chicken bone. That's the toughness of that stainless steel. I'm going through both sides of that backbone of the chicken, and watch what happens. You don't waste anything doing this because nobody eats the backbone anyway. And once you take that piece out, you're going to take the tip of your knife and just go whoop right there, and watch how this displays out beautifully on your barbecue, okay? It comes out absolutely perfect because it's spread out flat. It's going to cook up quicker, and you can get that seasoning all over it. Okay, so however you want to do your
John, I want to make
rub.
sure we mention the lifetime warranty. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah,
Great.
hey, listen. That's what I love about Zwilling Henkel is I hear all kinds of companies these days. Oh yeah, we'll guarantee everything for life. Well, yeah, but where do we find you? Right? Whose lifetime are you talking about?
Right.
Here's a company that's been around since 1731. Now, we've got factories all over the world now, Helen, but we are still in the exact same factory we started in 1731 in Germany, okay? We're easy to find. Oh, almost 300 years in business. I mean, We know our knives. If you look up, by the way, just so you, I got to mention this. If you look up the origins of the chef's knife, it'll go back to the J.A. Henkel's Knife Company. That's how old our company is,
Amazing.
our brand. And that's the quality that you can expect when you buy one of our knives. That's why, Helen, when you go into one of those high-end kitchen stores, you see our knives behind lock and key, okay? Because normally one of our chef's knives are well over the price of the entire set that you're getting today, just for one of our chef's knives. That's what I love about this deal at HSN, is it gives you this entire set. The value is absolutely amazing.
Well, let's go through every single knife that you're getting, because I see the chef's knives, the Santoku, there's a paring knife, and these two other knives, I'm not sure, what are we calling these, John?
The utility knives, okay? Here, I'll set the block out here so I can show you guys, because it's a beautiful set. I'll take these all out so everybody knows exactly what you're gonna get. It's an amazing set today. This is a beautiful Ashwood Block. Every slot is labeled, so you know exactly where each knife goes. You're getting your 8-inch chef's knife with the triple riveted handle. You're getting that 7-inch Santoku knife. And that's the one that's got the air pocket, so your food releases easily. That's great for cutting things like cheese. You're getting your utility knife. Now, this is a 6-inch straight utility knife. That has the slot right there. And by the way, when I slide these in, I don't know if you can see in there, that ceramic sharpener that's built into the stainless steel cap on this block.
Yeah, we can see it.
That sharpens the knife every single time. You're getting your 3-inch paring knife, and you're getting that 5-inch serrated utility knife, as well as my favorite tool in the kitchen. It's those kitchen shears. You will use those every single day, even just for opening up packages.
Right, and you also have this grip here, like to open up bottles. It has this little kind of serration right here. I can show it right there, as if you're trying to open up like a bottle of something, a brand new Worcestershire sauce or something like that, and you go like this and it kind of grips it so you can turn it. I mean, this is so fabulous. It's the top of the line, $80 less than retail. We give you 5 months to pay it off. It's under $20. I know you've gifted things like this to other people. Thinking about treating it to yourself, John. Thank you so much. We're gonna get you on the next episode of Forged in Fire for sure. We also have, I wanna mention, the knife sets available in red, white, and black. It's a set of 4. So if you have 8 place settings, I would get a couple sets, but we've got a great price on these as well. They're $49.95. They come at these really great gift boxes that have like a magnetic closure. And so they're ready to go, bow and go, but treat yourself. Take a look at your knives that you have at home. Do they have rust all over them? Are they, are they sharp still? So we also have these available if you would like to pick them up. All right, so John, thank you so much. You did a great job. I miss seeing you in the studio. We're gonna continue on. I have another hour shopping with you with Patricia Nash handbags, beautiful leather bags coming up right now.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with a great monthly special. Our circulation and vein support is a product that I introduced almost 25 years ago. And since that time, it's gone on to become one of our most popular products. It works in an area where most folks think there's not a difference that can be made. We see the changes, we feel the changes that occur with our feet, ankles, and calves, the swelling, the enlarged blood vessels, and we just don't think there's any way to turn back the clock to make a difference in those changes we see as a result of aging, the passage of time. But there is, and it's entirely natural. Our product focused originally on an ingredient called diosmin, derived from the rind of citrus fruit, the rind of oranges that come from Spain. Since that time, we've also added our standardized butcher's broom extract. We've also added our standardized horse chestnut extract. It also contains pine bark extract and grapeseed extract. There really is no other product like this in the world. So if you want an opportunity to make a difference in an area where all of us experience challenges as we age, there's none of us who are going to be exempt from changes in the circulation in our feet, ankles, and calves. And it all encroaches on the quality of our life. So if you want an opportunity to make a difference, to make that difference naturally, then give this product a try. It's just 2 capsules daily. Even at 1 capsule daily, it still delivers its benefits, and it's an opportunity to do something affordably. And it's not a drug, it's not a medicine, comes with no side effects. Just a nice natural opportunity to make a difference in something that can be challenging for all of us as we age. Enjoy.
Hi everybody, my name is Helen Keeney. I'm going to be shopping with you for the next hour with gorgeous Patricia Nash handbag, the highest quality, gorgeous leathers from the highest quality hides that Patricia has recreated from those vintage bags that she loved and coveted growing up from her mother and grandmother's wardrobe that you would see in shops. So really the hand craftsmanship and finding the people that are able to have the skill to make these bags is part of the story. That's a medallion for the 10th anniversary of Patricia Nash.